Hi, this is the Ivy League Astrologer with the July 2015 reading for Vedic Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what's up. The first card out for Vedic Sagittarius is the Devil in reverse. I feel like there's some possible marital strife if you're married, or just some beef between you and a partner or friend. It kind of seems like it's over something minor that's not actually very significant, but that may feel a little more hefty than it really is. It feels kind of like you're embroidering on like you're embroidering on something that doesn't mean much, but it's kind of standing in between you and someone that you care about anyway. Even though they may be kind of reaching out their hand to you and sort of like trying to make it up to you or something. Yeah. It feels almost as if like your partner was flirtatious with someone that really is not significant to them, and you are sort of like, whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddy, you know. What else is going on behind your back that I don't know about, you know? But it kind of feels like for this person, like there's some other issues that they're maybe trying to disguise or cover up with like a flirtation or with whatever is kind of annoying you. It's not about that thing itself. It's not about them being in love with somebody else. It's not about... It's about some other stuff, you know, it's about some other stuff that's kind of sitting on their shoulders. Something else that's kind of dragging them down and making them feel like they are not the person that they want to be, which is maybe why they're kind of reaching for other ways to kind of shore up their ego or whatever. So if you can give them a pass on this, it feels like that would be kind of the best course of action, the best thing to do. If you can just kind of ignore it, you know, be like, I see that, but yeah, I feel like if you tune into and this feels like especially a message for the female Sagittarians, but it feels like if you tune into your women's intuition in a way, I've got the Hierophant here who's sort of pointing at the uterus looking thing. But it feels like if you tune into your intuition, you will know the real cause and know that it's not, that whatever kind of folly there is, it's kind of not pure exactly, but it's chaste, you know, it's not something that they're really trying to follow up on, or there's no like deep dark intention behind it. It's just that this person is kind of flailing around a little bit. Because they're feeling a little lost in some other area of their life. So I feel like, you'll be able to see into the root causes of that if you kind of take a moment, step back a moment, and, you know, calm yourself, and maybe you can just give them a bit of a pass here. Because I feel like if you don't act from that kind of intuitive place, and if you call them out and try to make it like a really big deal, I feel like it's something that could really bum you out and just kind of turn out in a negative way that's really not necessary. You know, it really feels like you need to kind of put whatever is going on in its proper size in place, like, because it feels like there's a lot of big potential for making a mountain out of a molehill here. That could really be very painful. And painful for the other person and painful for yourself as well. It feels like it's something that could almost like threaten your marriage or threaten your security in some way, threaten your happiness in a way that is honestly just not necessary. It's just, So it's really, the real encouragement is to kind of use your intuition about what's really going on in this situation. And again, it's sort of like turn a blind eye. which may feel hard to do, you know. But it feels like that's the right move here. Otherwise, you run the risk of hurting a relationship that is actually quite sound. Just because of a confusion. And it's really because somebody else is confused, and so they're kind of acting out a little bit. But you kind of need to just let it go by if you can. And I feel like there'll be comfort for you and your friends and family. And kind of, I feel like there's like stuff to do, you know? Like you can be kind of out and about and like, you know, out in the outdoors enjoying life. And just, yeah, it feels like there's comfortable social occasions that come up that can kind of take your mind off of this. I feel like there's also a little bit of a danger of you feeling like there's been something that's been going on right under your nose that you haven't seen, and that like if you don't open your eyes to it now, then you will be a fool. But again, it feels like don't jump to conclusions. It feels like there's something going on that's like just again, just someone's kind of misguided reaction. So try not to blow things out of proportion if you can. Which is not to say that, you know, if you've given somebody a bunch of chances already and they're still kind of displaying the same behavior, it's not to say that you should put up with that. If this is not someone, if your relationship isn't basically sound, you know, then you may need to confront this person. But it feels like for a lot of you, the relationship actually is okay. It's just that there's some kind of foolishness going on. And you may need to kind of nip that in the bud. But I feel like the way to do it is sort of gently, and it's sort of more of like a redirection rather than a confrontation. It's really sort of more of a like, hey babe, look over here. Hey babe, come with me over here. You know, we're gonna go do this. You know, and I think things will work themselves out in time. Because again, it's like this person's just feeling sad, and it's something about them. It's something about their own ego that they're having a problem with. It's not really about, you know, something real going on between them and some other person. Yeah, so I feel like if you're able to kind of follow through on that, and it's coming up in so many different variations here that I feel like it may be a challenge to just kind of to turn a blind eye, to walk away, to redirect, you know. But if you're able to do that, and again, you may have to sort of grit your teeth to get through it and be like, really? Okay, stop it right now, you know. Like, but I feel like if you're able to do that, then there's a really rich reward for your relationship and for your own wisdom. I feel like you're going to feel like, okay, you know what, we handled that and now we're over it and I don't really have to worry about that anymore. So I feel like you'll be able to go to this person in a way that helps them and that like nurtures them in the area where they're actually wounded, that they're acting out from. That's going to prevent this little like crack in the wall or whatever from going any further, you know. So I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of actually healing energy around this, but you kind of have to like, yeah, again, turn the other cheek a bit. And just allow for someone to have space for just feeling defeated. They're feeling defeated by life in some way. So it seems like what they really need is your love and tenderness and your care. And the way they're going about it is making you really not want to give that, but that is still what they need. So if you can find a way to kind of give that, then I think that's going to work. Things are going to work themselves out to your satisfaction. And there's going to be, where there may have been just a little bit of distance, a little bit of separation, maybe because this person's been sad and needing a little space or just lost in their own thoughts a little bit, there's going to be a reuniting of purpose. So yeah, I do see that if this relationship is built on something strong, if it has a strong foundation, there may be a few dodgy moments this month, but it really is going to be shooting forward in the right direction by the end of the month, if you're able to be patient with this person. And again, they may be kind of testing your patience. Yeah, I think this is again a big warning not to throw away something of value over a cloud, over something that is a passing moment. And clouds are annoying and they rain on our parade, and we'd rather not have them, but in any long-term kind of situation there will be clouds. So this feels like, something that's going to move on and pass on. So don't give up something good because of something that is fleeting. Yeah, there's family ties here, it feels like, that are rich and that are more important than whatever temporary upset and foolishness is going on. So, yeah, so the message basically, Sagittarius, is to, it's kind of a what would Jesus do moment, So strive for that level of awesomeness. And if you have a little flare up or whatever, it feels like the best way to kind of blow off steam is with your friends, because I feel like your friends are going to totally get it. They're going to be like, he did what, or she did what, or whatever. But then you're going to be able to return to the situation kind of having gotten that out of your system, but not pushing that person further away who seems to be in a little bit of like a delicate or vulnerable place, but doesn't want to show that vulnerability and is acting out in a way that's kind of pissing you off. So yeah. So that's what I see for this month, Sagittarians, and I hope that's helpful. Please do get in touch if you would like a personal reading. My email address is theivyleagueastrologer@gmail.com, and my link for scheduling is down below. Please note that all times on my site are in Pacific time, so you may need to do a time translation to figure out where that is in your time and make sure the time works for you. Okay, thanks so much for watching and wishing you the best. Bye.